Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for another Ghost Recon Wildlands video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the patch notes of Title Update 4. This is going to be coming out on PC, Xbox One, and PS4 on May 18th, which as of the making of this video is tomorrow. So we're going to be going over all the patch notes, or at least touching on the crucial ones, kind of in my opinion. And I will link all of the patch notes down in the description so you guys kind of check them out for yourself. So one of the first things we're going to be talking about is the adjustments that they are actually doing to the heads-up display and in like the options of the heads-up display. So right now, with the markers system the way they are and a couple other things, there's not really a whole, you kind of turn something on and that's it. You turn it on or off. There's not really any customization with it. So they are going to be separating contextual actions is going to be split from the input reminders. So it's going to be able to, when you like go up to an object or something like that, you're going to have a contextual option which allows you to kind of pick between a couple different options when you pick up or look at an object or something like that. And then your communication markers is going to allow you to mark different points on the map. So like you can do a sync shot alert markers and stuff like that to your teammates, your real teammates, so you can mark different positions on the map and make those communication markers, you know, like a radar or a watchtower or something like that, which is kind of cool. It's allowing you to kind of break up and make your HUD exactly how you want. So if you want to do that super realistic, you can still kind of do a couple little things here and there that allows you to mark certain things without actually having all the enemies show up on your screen. And then also the detection clouds. So if you are if you have your radar on and you're not playing on the hardest difficulty, you get like a cloud around each enemy. You're actually going to be able to turn that cloud off, and then the enemy will just be a dot. So then you're not going to know if you're within that cloud, and you might get suspected or not, because as of right now, if you don't mark the enemy, there's a general cloud around that enemy, so it's going to make it so you kind of get the gist of where he's at. And then also, if you don't mark the enemy and you take the cloud off, it's going to basically make that enemy invisible on the map until you mark him. So that actually makes it just a little bit more interesting. If you want to play on the second difficulty down and you want to take off the clouds, and then it makes it just a little bit more difficult. So it kind of breaks up the customization a little bit with the heads-up display. And then there also is a number of user interface changes that are just little things here and there, and a bunch of bug fixes and stuff like that with the mission narration and little glitches and stuff that has been going on in some of the missions. So one of the big glitches, I think, over the time of this game that it's been out was if you're playing on the hardest difficulty and you actually turn it so that the markers are off, you were not actually allowed to use a sync shot, which was very, very agitating. If you wanted to basically play on the super realistic difficulty with all the heads-up display, markers, and everything disabled, it did not allow you to do a sync shot. So they did fix that so that now you are going to be able to do a sync shot when you don't have any heads-up display on. That was honestly a bug that kind of bugged me quite a bit, no pun intended, just because I enjoyed playing on the hardest difficulty. I know you guys gave me a lot of crap. It's really easy to make videos and stuff like that, being on an easier difficulty, just to have some gameplay in the background. But I did enjoy playing on the hardest difficulty, and that was one of the things that really bugged me, was not being able to do a sync shot when you had the markers and everything turned off. So, and then there was a bunch of, like I said, little bugs and stuff that they did fix in the gameplay and audio. There was a bunch of NPC dialogue things that they kind of adjusted just to kind of make it just a little bit more realistic. And some of the graphics and the animations and stuff they have been polishing, which it kind of doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me to be polishing graphics this late, in the game. But, what do you do? So, and then also there was something that they did with the world, the open world. They did a few changes and stuff like that. Fixed several walls, which I know that a lot of people were tweeting out at Ubisoft that there was a bunch of times where they would get stuck in a rock or something. They would fall down in a hole and they'd be stuck and they would basically have to kill themselves. So there was a bunch of those, and then there was some repositions, some items that were impossible to pick up and stuff like that. Like I think there was actually like a Kingslayer file and maybe some other things that were actually not able to pick up because of where it was at. And then also the biggest thing, I'm actually going to pop up this little section of the notes on screen real quick, but it says something was seen roaming in the mountains. So if you guys haven't really been following the Easter egg of the Yeti, it's going to be real once this update comes out tomorrow. Honestly, there's been a bunch of people on the PC that have got some of the updates for this 4.0 update, but they haven't got all of them. And they've actually been able to find like a Yeti cave and a bunch of other stuff like that. So with this update, I believe we're going to get the Season 4, or what is it, Season 1, Week 4 challenge, where it's just going to be to find the Yeti, which is actually really cool to kind of put something like that as an Easter egg in the game. I actually am going to kind of look forward to finding him. There's a bunch of fixes with the Narco Road And also, like I said, there is a bunch of these updates that PC players, you might already have these updates, just because you guys kind of got these in sort of like a 3.5 update. So you might have some of these updates. And like I said, guys, I will link all of the updates down in the description below. It'll be the top link in the description. But everybody on PS4 and Xbox One, you will be getting all of these tomorrow, May 18th. And hopefully it'll bring a lot of cool things, just, for a title update 4. And then hopefully here soon, they will, I think it is May 30th, I believe they're going to be releasing the Fallen Ghost DLC. So I am actually going to put up a video tomorrow about that, guys. I have not had time to make a video on it, and I'm going to kind of do it in a little bit of a different way than most other YouTubers cover Ghost Recon. So hopefully you guys stay tuned and look forward to that. So that is pretty much all for the breakdown real quick, guys. I just wanted to go over a few of the key notes on the fixes and stuff like that of the patch notes of the 4.0 update. Like I said, I will link all of the stuff down there in the description, so make sure to check that out. So real quick, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like on it, and if subscribe if you are new, it would be much appreciated, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.